Welcome to Open University Malaysia. I welcome you here on the topic of ABPS1103, which is the Introduction to Social Psychology. My name is Michelle, and I will guide you throughout the tutorial 1 to the tutorial 5. Yep. Today we'll be touching on the tutorial 1. It will last around an hour or more, so we hope that you have the patience to go along with me. Now, before we start on the tutorial, there are some clarifications that we would like to clarify. The first one is that it's good if you have the textbook for Introduction to Social Psychology to be next to you as we go through the tutorial. This textbook, you can either get it from the OUM library, which is located at the main campus, or you can go to the National Library to get it. You can also get it at the MPH or Kinokuniya or any bookshops that are near to your place. Next one, you can also refer to the OUM course guide, which looks like this one. This is the one that we'll be using, and it acts like a guidance to what you're going to learn throughout the tutorial. This is a table of content that we'll go through for the 5 tutorial. Next one, like any other students, you'll be assigned for an assignment which you have to complete prior to your T4. So please consult or refer to your LMS and look for the content and the information on the assignment. Next one, I've seen some of the assignment that has been passed through. So some of the things that the students should beware of is plagiarism. What is plagiarism? It is actually the act of copying people's article or passage or sentence without citing that person's name. If you get your information from the internet, you should at least cite the person's name. Okay? Most of the people, they tend to copy from a textbook, and they did not cite the names, and they just put as their own work, and this is very serious. A plagiarism could result in a fail in your course. Next one, if you want to know more about plagiarism, you can always refer to the website. One of the famous websites is the APA website. Okay, your assignment should also adhere to the APA format. APA refers to the American Psychology Association format. Okay. Next one, you would also have your exam at the end of T5. So the exam would cover all the things from the T1 to T5. Each tutorial would usually last over an hour, so make sure you make some time for the tutorial and just sit in nicely and relaxingly and just enjoy the tutorial. Last one, if you would like to refer back to the past video or the past tutorials, you are always very welcome to do so. It's available on the LMS of your account. Before you starting the introduction to social psychology, let me tell you one of the first research that has been done by someone. His name is Muzarraf Sharif. It was done in 1954. Now, he brought a group of boys to the woods for camping. They were having fun and they were enjoying the activities. They were in a group and they had so much fun. They were cooperating with each other. They were caring. They were making best friends in the activity. And Sharif brought another group of boys as well to the camping site. So they are doing the same thing as well. They had fun, they play games, and they bond as well as a group one. But when Sharif asked them to combine them together, and when they have a competition, then they started to act differently. They started to perceive the other group as the enemy, and they wanted to outdo the other group. And now, the question was, why at the start they were having so much fun, it was a bonding friendship, but why at the end they hate so much, they hate the other group so much, and they were trying their best to bring down the other group. So this is a thought that you can think about. Why from friendship, suddenly in the presence of other group, they become enemies. Now, today we'll go on to two topics, the topic 1 and the topic 2. If you refer to the OUM course guide, you see the two topics inside. And if you refer to the textbook, it will be on Unit 1 and Unit 2. Topic 1 begins with an introduction on what is social psychology and its relation to other disciplines. People often ask, why is social psychology so different? We would also look into the history of social psychology, because the history is the one that makes up what the social psychology is today. And also some of the theories on social psychology will be mentioned in this topic. Topic 2, we would touch on the subjects of cognition. Cognitions in terms of your thoughts, social inference, social schemas, and nonverbal communication. Next one, topic 1, which is the introduction to social psychology. Topic 1, by the end of this topic, you should be able to identify the nature of social psychology, to explain the history of social psychology, to identify how is social psychology differs from other major areas in social science or other fields, and also to explain the major theoretical approaches in social psychology. Next one, we would go inside not only what is required by social psychology, but what is required when you study psychology, to differentiate the methods of research and also data collection in social psychological research. This is very important, and I will hope that you pay attention during that time. And the last one is to discuss the ethical issues in social psychology research. As you know, psychologists, it's like any other professional out there, so we should act being professional, okay? There are some ethical issues that we need to follow, and there are some that it is wrong to do. Ethical issues are different from moral issues, actually. Yep, so we'll go into that and we'll discuss what are the differences between them. Now, before we start about social psychology, let's get through what is psychology. Because if we have to know what is psychology then we would know what is social psychology. So what do you think is psychology? If you refer, or you can search up the internet, the psychology is referred to a study of human behavior. We try to understand, psychology tries to understand why human behaves in that particular way.